The entire Jiangnan province believed that Shen Jingyuan and Zhao Ruyan were destined to become husband and wife. Their families had shared a close friendship for generations, and from childhood, Zhao Ruyan had always considered herself the future Madam Shen. Yet only Shen Jingyuan knew the truth. He respected Zhao Ruyan and cherished her as a lifelong friend, but his heart had never belonged to her. Everything changed the day he accompanied his father Shen Chenghai to the Su estate to discuss a trade alliance with the influential Su merchant clan, Matriarch Su. Upon their arrival, the Su family's butler respectfully welcomed them and led them to a lakeside pavilion, where Madam Su was already waiting. As the elders discussed business matters, Madam Su noticed Shen Jingyuan occasionally glancing toward the garden beyond the pavilion. With a gentle smile, she said, "Young Master Shen, if our conversation bores you, feel free to stroll through the garden. The plum blossoms are especially beautiful this season." Shen Jingyuan politely thanked her and excused himself. As he wandered along the stone pathways, a soft breeze drifted through the garden, carrying the fragrance of blooming flowers. Then he saw her. Beneath a plum blossom tree stood a young woman dressed in pale white silk. Petals danced around her as she quietly admired the blossoms, her delicate features illuminated by the afternoon sunlight. It was Su Xiaoyu. For a moment, time itself seemed to stand still. When their eyes met, Shen Jingyuan felt something awaken within him, a feeling unlike anything he had ever known. He stood there longer than he intended, unable to look away. Only when a gust of wind scattered petals between them did he finally return to his senses. Stepping forward, he offered a respectful greeting. "Miss Su." Su Xiaoyu returned the greeting with a graceful smile. "Young Master Shen." Their conversation lasted only a few moments, exchanging little more than simple pleasantries. Yet after leaving the garden, Shen Jingyuan found himself replaying every word she had spoken. Several days after their first meeting, Shen Jingyuan visited the Su estate once again under the pretense of discussing business matters. As he passed through the garden, he noticed a gathering of young masters surrounding a stone table. At the center sat Su Xiaoyu. The young scholars were debating poetry, each eager to display his talents before the famous daughter of the Su clan. To Shen Jingyuan's surprise, Su Xiaoyu easily outmatched them all. With a few calm observations, she pointed out flaws in their arguments and offered insights that left even the most accomplished scholars speechless. Rather than feeling embarrassed for them, Shen Jingyuan found himself smiling. For the first time, he realized that what attracted him was not merely her beauty. It was her intelligence, her confidence, her ability to remain composed no matter the situation. From that day onward, his admiration slowly deepened into affection. And without realizing it, affection gradually became love. From that day onward, he found countless reasons to visit the Su estate. Whenever he met Madam Su, he would casually inquire about Xiaoyu. How was she doing? Was her health good? Had she returned safely from her travels? Though he tried to sound indifferent, everyone could see the concern hidden beneath his questions. When he learned that Su Xiaoyu wished to travel to another province to assist with the family's business, disappointment shadowed his expression for days. When he heard that scholars, merchants, and noble young masters were seeking her hand in marriage, an unfamiliar unease settled in his heart. Not long after, heavy rain fell across Jiangnan. As Su Xiaoyu prepared to leave a silk workshop owned by her family, she discovered that her carriage had broken down on a muddy mountain road. The servants struggled helplessly as rain poured from the darkened sky. Just as they began worrying about how to return before nightfall, the sound of approaching horses echoed through the storm. A familiar figure appeared. It was Shen Jingyuan. Without hesitation, he dismounted and joined the servants in repairing the damaged carriage. By the time the repairs were complete, his robes were soaked through by the rain. Su Xiaoyu looked at him in surprise. "Young Master Shen, you did not need to do all this." Shen Jingyuan simply smiled. "It is getting late. I could hardly leave Miss Su stranded on a mountain road." For a brief moment, their eyes met. Something warm stirred within Su Xiaoyu's heart. It was the first time she realized that whenever she encountered difficulties, Shen Jingyuan somehow always seemed to appear. And for the first time, she found herself wondering whether his concern for her was truly nothing more than friendship. A few weeks later, Madam Su hosted a small tea gathering at the Su estate. Many young masters and noble ladies attended, including Shen Jingyuan. During the gathering, a heated discussion arose regarding whether women should be involved in business affairs. Several young masters argued that commerce was a matter best left to men. Before Su Xiaoyu could respond, Shen Jingyuan calmly set down his teacup. If talent is measured by ability, why should it matter whether one is a man or a woman? The courtyard fell silent. One scholar laughed. "Young Master Shen, are you suggesting that women can manage businesses as well as men?" Shen Jingyuan glanced towards Su Xiaoyu. The Su merchant clan has prospered under Madam Su's leadership for many years. The answer seems obvious. Several guests immediately fell silent. For the first time, Su Xiaoyu realized that Shen Jingyuan was not simply being polite toward her. He genuinely respected her. As their eyes met across the table, a faint smile appeared on her lips. And for reasons she could not explain, the tea in her hands suddenly tasted sweeter than before. None of this escaped Zhao Ruyan's notice. For the first time in her life, she saw Shen Jingyuan care deeply for another woman. And with that realization, jealousy quietly took root. As the days passed, she watched him travel great distances merely to see Su Xiaoyu. She saw him protect her reputation. Whenever rumors arose and defend her name, whenever others spoke ill of her, the truth became impossible to deny. The man she had loved since childhood had already given his heart to someone else. Unable to accept this reality, Zhao Ruyan began creating obstacles between them. Rumors spread throughout Jiangnan. Letters mysteriously disappeared before reaching their destination. Misunderstandings arose where none should have existed. Yet no matter how carefully she schemed, Shen Jingyuan never wavered. One spring afternoon, during a grand flower banquet attended by many prominent families of Jiangnan, Zhao Ruyan finally lost her patience. Beneath a blooming peach blossom tree, she intercepted Su Xiaoyu, along with several of her close friends. The cheerful atmosphere around them instantly grew tense. Zhao Ruyan stared coldly at Su Xiaoyu. "Miss Su, I believe there are some boundaries that should not be crossed." Su Xiaoyu frowned slightly. "I don't understand what Miss Zhao means." A mocking smile appeared on Zhao Ruyan's lips. "Everyone in Jiangnan knows that Shen Jingyuan and I are betrothed. Our families arranged our marriage years ago. I am the future Madam Shen." Her gaze sharpened. "So I suggest you stay away from him." The surrounding ladies exchanged nervous glances. No one dared to speak. Su Xiaoyu remained calm despite the accusation. "Young Master Shen and I are merely friends." "Friends?" Zhao Ruyan laughed bitterly. "Do you truly think I cannot see through your intentions?" Just as the atmosphere grew increasingly uncomfortable, a familiar voice sounded from behind them. "Miss Zhao." Everyone turned. Shen Jingyuan was standing a short distance away. No one knew how long he had been listening. His expression was calm, but his eyes were colder than usual. He walked directly to Su Xiaoyu's side. Then he looked at Zhao Ruyan. "You should not trouble Miss Su." Zhao Ruyan's face turned pale. "Jingyuan." Before she could continue, he spoke again. "There is something I wish to make clear today." The entire garden fell silent. "The engagement between our families was arranged by our elders." His voice was steady and emotionless. "It was never my decision." Zhao Ruyan's eyes widened. "And although I respect you as an old friend, there has never been any relationship between us beyond friendship." The word struck Zhao Ruyan harder than any blade. Tears instantly filled her eyes. "You would humiliate me for her." Shen Jingyuan remained silent. That silence was answer enough. Unable to bear the gazes around her, Zhao Ruyan turned and fled from the banquet in tears. From that day forward, the rumors surrounding Shen Jingyuan and Zhao Ruyan began to fade. And everyone in Jiangnan finally realized where Shen Jingyuan's heart truly belonged. Eventually, the long-anticipated engagement between Shen Jingyuan and Zhao Ruyan was dissolved. Though both families expressed disappointment, Shen Jingyuan remained firm. He refused to marry a woman he did not love. After the engagement was dissolved, many believed that Shen Jingyuan and Su Xiaoyu would soon announce their marriage. Even Madam Su privately began considering the possibility. Yet fate had other plans. A sudden crisis struck the Su merchant clan. Several trade routes in the northern provinces suffered heavy losses, and trusted managers sent urgent letters requesting assistance. As the only daughter capable of handling the situation, Su Xiaoyu volunteered to travel north and oversee the family's affairs personally. Before her departure, Shen Jingyuan finally gathered the courage to meet her beneath the same plum blossom tree where they had first met years ago. The evening breeze carried scattered petals through the garden. For a long moment, neither spoke. Finally, Shen Jingyuan broke the silence. "How long will you be gone?" Su Xiaoyu lowered her gaze. "I do not know." The answer caused an unfamiliar ache in his chest. After a brief hesitation, he removed a jade pendant from his waist and placed it in her hand. "I will wait for you." Su Xiaoyu stared at the pendant. Then, slowly, her fingers closed around it. For the first time, neither of them tried to hide their feelings. "Then wait for me," she whispered. The next morning, her carriage departed from Jiangnan. Shen Jingyuan stood there long after it was gone. Neither of them knew that the farewell, beneath the plum blossoms, would become a separation lasting 2 years. No letters arrived. No messages came. No trace of Su Xiaoyu could be found. Yet Shen Jingyuan never stopped searching. And every spring, when the plum blossoms bloomed once more, he would return to the tree where everything had begun, waiting for the woman who had quietly stolen his heart, waiting for the promise she had left behind, waiting for Su Xiaoyu.